Welcome back to Stock Talk Trades. We're looking at Cardano in this video, and Cardano has been absolutely ripping and running ever since the mid-July with a low of around $1 all the way up to $3 for a 200% gain. Now, where could this go in the future? I honestly think it could go back up to those all-time highs and maybe even break and make a new all-time high. We have decreasing volume on this pullback, and if we go ahead and take a Fibonacci retracement from the low to the high, we can see that we pulled back right into that 0.5 and 0.1 or 618 level. With that being said, we could easily see this rip to the upside. If we do break that all-time high, we can use our Fibonacci extensions to actually give us a price target. And I expect a price target of around $4.40 if we do break this and continue higher. We want to see massive volume come in off the break of the uptrend, or it's going to be a false breakout and we're going to continue to the downside. We had a lot of volume, a large wick. This is telling me that people were buying it up. Now bringing it down and then immediately hit that supply zone and absolutely just ripped to the upside. We had a nice couple retests. I would like to see a nice confirmation with a break over this previous high of around 280 with increasing volume to the upside. Hopefully that will carry over into that all-time high and break it up to that price target. But I'm not only going to give you a price target where it could go to the upside, we're also going to be looking at the downside, just because this is, you always have to be prepared for everything. Now, if we break 230, we're going to come down to around $1. If we break 230, we're coming down to 2. And 2 is really what is going to make or break this previous run, or this run if we're going to continue higher. Now, I don't want to see it below 180. If we're below 180, I'm not going to be touching Cardano, waiting for more of a, for trading. If you're investing, buy as low as you can. And you want to see, honestly, Cardano come back, maybe even bounce off the 200 SMA. We never know in the daily. Let's go ahead and shift over to the weekly. Now, in the weekly, we've just been ripping to the upside, decreasing in volume, and then we had a nice spike with increasing. See if we have higher volume, but with a smaller spread on this candle. That would have told you that, that's the first warning bell that would allow you to get out close to the top and not catch the move lower. Since we have increasing volume to the downside with a larger spread, but we do have this really long wick. So ideally, we don't want to break $2. On the weekly chart, it is telling us that the key level here is $2. Now, if we break $2, we're going to come down. I think we could see it back down to 150, maybe even $1. Will it happen? I don't know. We have around 4 days left of this candle. I want to see this volume stay low. I want to see this very, very light volume, smaller spreads kind of coming down, maybe cup, and then look for that break. We're also coming back and retesting this level. And if we use the Fibonacci retracements here, then that will give us around the same price target, pulled back right in between the 61.8 and 50% level. I do want to actually take a peek at some moving averages. So I pulled up the 21 EMA on the weekly chart. It looks like we are going to come down. I want to see a bounce. We rip up, come down, bounce off. Now, if we don't bounce with a significant volume to the upside, then that's telling me that we're going to continue lower and possibly start forming a head and shoulders pattern with the first shoulder, the head, and then potentially another shoulder if we don't break this next high. And that's something that we got to be wary of and be ready for. Let's go ahead and jump over to the daily chart with that 21 EMA. The 21 EMA, now we have increasing volume or decreasing volume, larger spread. So that is not what I want to see. I do think we are going to get rejected off this 21 EMA and maybe continue lower to the downside. If we do close above the 21 EMA like we are if we close at this price, I do expect something like this to happen because we don't have the volume to support this move higher. Again, we could see that volume continue to increase, but I wouldn't be looking to go long or short here just because we don't get a single confirmation from a certain price action or volume price analysis. I would like to see the volume kind of dwindle off here just a little bit more down to that $2 to $15 level to get the best possible entry to catch the move higher for Cardano. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. Helps with the channel, and you can stay up to date on cryptocurrencies. You can learn how to trade. Anyways, love y'all. Peace.